Good evening and welcome back to the Tony and Tim show. It's been a long break. I'm Tony.
And I'm Tim.
Tim, welcome back from that long break that we had.
Tony, we are back. I mean, it's been a long season after Man City were crowned champions. We went through the World Cup, enjoyed it, was fantastic in Russia. But we are back to our bread and butter, Tony, the Premier League.
But of course, we had very fantastic news in that World Cup season. Team getting baby Moscow team. Congratulations.
Oh,
But of course, the big games return tonight when Manchester United kicks off what is going to be probably a very memorable season, given a lot of purchases that we've seen, a lot of deadline action that we saw yesterday. Manchester United will be taking on Leicester City, a club that has come beyond leaps and bounds in the past couple of seasons.
Yes.
We've seen them purchasing also with a lot of players that they've bought. What can we say about this game, team?
Tony,
suddenly everyone has been waiting.
Everyone has been waiting, and if Leicester City is going to give us a game that they gave us last season when they opened
against Arsenal,
it was fantastic.
4-3.
If they come back with the same spirit, Tony, then we shall have another cracker tonight. But it's a Mourinho side that Leicester City is going to play against. I don't think Mourinho would want a 4-3 on his first game of this season. But again, Tony, the excitement that everyone in the world has for the Premier League to be back, I think it's worth waiting, and we're out here for the game.
Big news, of course, coming in from that Mourinho side. Of course, there's not been a lot of deadline day action for Mourinho. In particular, all of the targets that he had for the defenders, he certainly missed out on them. From the Leicester player, Harry Maguire, who will be coming into this game tonight. But of course, Mourinho has not been showing a very positive attitude going into this season, team.
Yes, Tony, and I think a lot of people have mentioned this outside there, that you don't bring such an attitude to a Manchester side because it will demoralize the players. But also Mourinho is a guy who has done such tactics before. Could be a masterclass that let's portray to the world out there that
let's play our chances low.
Yeah, play our chances low, exactly. And I think maybe it's something that Mourinho is trying to play around with, because this Man United side, Tony, they have not sold the big names. We thought Pogba would go, Martial would go. They've kept the team. I think it's just the coach who needs to train them and improve their spirits, and United should be able to challenge.
You talk about Pogba, a player that has divided opinion ever since he joined Manchester United from Juve in a world record transfer at the time.
Yes.
What can Mourinho do with him this season that he hasn't done before? Certainly, he is a World Cup winner. We know that for sure. He played his best football for France. In the past couple of seasons, we haven't seen that. And he has come out as a very fantastic player. He definitely might not be taking part in this one, of course, because he came back just this week for training. But he's a player Mourinho has to find something to do with.
No, I mean, and the answer is simple. He has to watch the French games to be able to pick out the best from Pogba. He was fantastic, scoring even the final. But he is a player, just like you said, has divided opinion. And in the red shirt of Manchester United,
he's a shadow of himself.
He's a shadow of himself. And this is the season, Tony. Pogba has to look back and say, I've not gone to Barcelona, but I need to prove that I'm still a world-class player, and maybe keep his chance of moving out of Man United. So I expect him to have a good season, though he might not play tonight.
Do you think the acquisition of Fred is something that might sway his performances to a more positive side, maybe?
I mean, that's the talk of everyone, Tony. I'm not a big fan of Fred because I've not watched him, but they say he's going to pick the best out of Pogba. So we're all going to wait and see, will Pogba deliver with Fred?
And of course, tonight Manchester United come into that game, of course, with De Gea. We know that he's been training already. And of course, they'll be having a couple of injuries in that lineup. Valencia will be missing out. Matic might be missing out in this one, having a late injury scare. We know Sergio Romero is out for sure. He missed the World Cup with Argentina. But Leicester City is a team that has acquired a lot of signings, like I said, but they've lost their talisman, Riyad Mahrez, to Manchester City in a 60 million deal.
Yes, Tony. I was looking at the players who have left Leicester City, and that's the name that struck me. Mahrez is such a talent, Tony, and I don't think they have someone to replace him. You look at Gray in that team of Leicester, but he cannot fill the boots of Mahrez. So Leicester City, we've known they're now perennial Premier League sides. They look around within their players. They have a very good scouting system.
And they bought Rashid Ghezal from
Rashid is a guy France. I think may step up. We all not have his background well, but I think can step up. And this Leicester side, just like I said, they could be going to this as underdogs, but they might give United a good game.
Prediction: Manchester United versus Leicester City, opening night.
I think Mourinho will be cautious and he should be able to win this 2-0. Man U 2.
Big predictions there. Of course, we know that Mourinho's attack is almost solid. Sanchez has been playing in the preseason. He missed out on the World Cup. Lukaku has been back. We saw him in the training. And Rashford, the new number 10 for Manchester United. I've also gone for 2-0 win for Manchester United in this one. Big game coming up tonight at 10 p.m. here in Kampala, wherever you'll be watching from. This is a must watch. The Premier League returns this weekend. And of course, we are very excited here on the Tony and Tim Show. We'll be back after the break.